This is the first one of those dark tube puzzles. I think this is the only one in the temple. But there's another one later on that's a bit more difficult. Yes, and then she was like, oh, we were talking about that at work as well during tea break. I was like, what? What are the chances like that? First of all, like, because the last time I'd heard that song has to have been, like, years ago, like maybe 6 years ago. Which is so strange. And then what are the chances that it would be on the radio, that I'd be talking about it the same day, and that my mom would be talking about it the same day, like, all independent of one another. It was just so strange, I don't know. It was such a coincidence. Yeah, so now they're not going to stay frozen forever, so you need to get up these stairs as quickly as possible. Oh, another one bopped down. But you don't need to do it again if you leave the room and stuff like that, because you can just push this block down. This block! So yeah. Sorry if what I'm doing is all explaining stuff. I don't know, usually I don't. Maybe I'm kind of starting to strike that that sweet spot in between explaining what I'm doing and talking about random stuff. Yeah, this is the only way to kill a cold, really. Okay, what am I supposed to do? Game, what am I supposed to do? Okay, I think there's something I can... Okay, it's not that anyway. Oh, this is where I start to forget what to do, isn't it? Oh yeah, oh, all you have to do is like push this block. Okay, well that's fine, and I think that creates a light shaft. I'm still trying to think of what that line in that Elton John song is, because it's really irritating me. It so is, I don't know why, but it's really irritating me that I can't remember that line. I can remember everything else in that song except that line. But yeah, it kept happening me, it was so annoying. I hate when that happens. This is another thing Medley can do is, you see these like, sun patches on the wall? They indicate like areas of wall that can be broken by her harp. But you kind of have to get it like lined up just right. That can be kind of annoying sometimes. Because the way light behaves in this game is actually a lot more accurate than the way it behaves in Ocarina of Time in the Spirit Temple. Because in the Spirit Temple it doesn't like follow the laws of physics whatever, so... Well, there's our next teleporter vase. But like those two teleporter vases are really close together, and then the other one, the third one, is really like it's right near the end, which is kind of strange. So yeah, now that we have all that done, basically what we have to do is get Link to do some heavy lifting, because he's the man, so he has to do all the heavy work, like all the hard work. All she has to do is like point her harp around the place. Link has to do all the pushing of blocks and stuff like that, and fighting monsters. I like the music in this place as well. They tend like, once again, the music in the temples in this game is really kind of atmospheric. I think this is this another, I think this is the compass or something, is it? Just trying to remember where those two treasure charts are now that I said like, oh, I remember where they are. But as far as I know, yeah, that's the compass. As far as I know, they're the kind of treasure charts that... What are you trying to tell us now? Harry, do not worry about staying away from Medley in the depths of the temple. Just relax and open your dungeon map. As long as you have the compass, you can easily confirm her whereabouts. Yeah, she appears as a little pink dot, just like that. Let's see if I can throw her up there, that'd be handy. Oh, that's handy. But, okay, don't fall off the edge. There we go. As far as I know, those treasure charts, they're not the kind of treasure charts that would, how many of those do we have? 19. Okay, I need one more. They're not the kind of, they're the kind of treasure charts that you kind of would come across naturally without having to look for them. Not like that one that I forgot in the Tower of the Gods, that I had to go back like 20 videos later That ghost thing that you can see there is a Poe. And there are only two ways to kill them. Either this happens, he possesses you, and you look at Pink's googly eyes. That is brilliant. Oh man, I love that. I don't know, I just can't get enough. But you don't notice now, but like my controls were all like switched around there. Yeah, if they've lost their lantern, then they'll try and possess you. Yeah, so once again, we're going all googly-eyed, and the control stick will be reversed, like left equals right and up equals down, stuff like that, until they go away. So it doesn't do any damage to you though. So once you've destroyed all them, okay, I think. Jeez, are we at this part already? Oh my god. Okay, this is the part where it's these kind of parts where the command melody gets to be a kind of irritating, because you'll have to play it so many times in this room. Basically what you have to do is you have to get Medley up there. What? Not at the sail. Sail doesn't go on Z. Sail goes on X all the time, without fail. You've probably noticed that. And it's really annoying because that I'm so kind of obsessed with what items go on what button, because then when I watch other people's LPs, it feels really wrong when I see them pushing things on buttons that I'd never put them on. Like Pyro Dragon puts the arrows on the left C, and I'd never do that. I'd always put the arrows on the right C. Projectile weapons go on like the right C, so like the slingshot, any of those kind of things, they all go on right C. I'd never put like the arrows on left C. I don't know, it just seems wrong. But then like it always like it makes me feel weird then when I see someone like having other items on those buttons, because I'm so obsessed with which buttons I put which items on. Another joy pendant. Well, actually we kind of need them, because I need to collect like 20 more of them. How many do I have now? 3. Okay, I need to collect 17 more of them to get like, if I'm going 100%ing the game, which I am. Okay, one more room. I think we need Medley in that room. I can't remember what that room is though. Come on, call. See, this is the thing, the call command, like the OR command, it won't appear then when she's up there for no reason in particular. Like, it would have been way easier for me just to have called her, and then her to follow me. Do you know, like the goat statue in the Tower of the Gods. I don't know. Let's see what's in here. I can't remember any of these rooms. Oh, oh, this room has a small key. Okay, is this the first room with re-deads in it? Yeah, there isn't really much of a strategy. I think you can kill them with fire arrows if you use enough of them, but I'm not sure. What about ice arrows? Maybe just... Yeah, there's that scream. Okay, they'll like grab onto you and they'll start like attacking you. And they actually look really creepy, I have to say that. And their bodies, just like in any Zelda game, their bodies linger around afterwards. But I have to say, I find their scream, Pyro Dragon. Why do I always talk about Pyro Dragon? It's because his LP is so interesting. I really like his Ocarina of Time LP, so I watch it all the time. But yeah, as long as they do it when you're like far away, they won't get the chance to get you. But what was I saying? Yeah, he was saying how like the screams that the re-deads make in Wind Waker, he finds them really terrifying. But I actually find it really funny, because if you listen, they sound like an elephant. And that's what I always thought when I was like, ever since I heard them, I always thought that's what they sounded like, was an elephant. Because they go like, Hurr! And I just think that's really funny. Whereas like in Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, they actually sound like people screaming, so I guess that's kind of more creepy to me anyway. Okay, could lift command appear? Okay, well, I can't believe we're at this part already. As you see, Medley stays outside. because this already we're at the mini boss of this game. Okay, what you're going to want to have is basically that your skull hammer and your boomerang and your sword is all you need for these guys, because this is a Stalfos, and I love the way they look in this game. Okay, now what you want to do is boomerang the head and smash it with the skull hammer, and it's dead already. Otherwise, you're going to have a really tough time, because you're going to be trying to hit the head with your sword, and it'll reconstitute itself and reform back into a Stalfos. So that's the best strategy in my opinion. It's just, again, the boomerang proves to be the most amazing weapon in the game. Just words fail me when I try to describe how amazing this weapon it is. It's just, I don't know, it's crazy. Oh, he's gonna do his spinny thing. Yeah, I don't care about taking damage when I'm fighting these guys. I don't know. There we go, got him. I was sure he was going to like reconstitute himself. And that's it, done. Like, if you don't use that strategy, there are other things you can do. Is you can use bombs to blow them up, and that'll, instead of using your sword to get until they take enough damage that they fall apart, you can use bombs to make them fall apart, just like in Twilight Princess. But I find that strategy the best, is just don't worry about taking damage. And here we go. Well, we're finally doing what Tetra told us to do at the start of the game, which I think is kind of funny. We got a new shield! Do you remember when she was like, oh, that's stupid, you better not, that's stupid shield, be careful, don't you get splinters. And this is the mirror shield. And now, not only can we use Medley to reflect light, we can also use Link to reflect light, and that gets used in quite a few puzzles, in that you'll have to reflect light from Medley onto Link onto something, or from something onto Link onto Medley onto something. So that kind of way, and it can get kind of complicated, but I really like it. I don't know. We've only been recording for an hour so far, not even. We're making kind of good progress. Oh, these guys are still alive. Okay, you're just dying because I have enough necklaces now. Oh, but now, okay, I'll show you this now. You can defeat. Ha, you missed. You can defeat those now that you have the mirror shield. You can use your light to make those pose become tangible. And once they're tangible, you can actually just kill them with 2 strikes from your sword, which makes them pitifully easy. But I like the way the pose look in this game. They're really kind of happy looking. They're just kind of like, I like the way they kind of just clown around and stuff. It's just kind of funny.